city of New York marking the September 11th terror attacks with a somber ceremony today. This noon, how people across our community also hosting memorials honoring the lives lost.
Meantime, suspended Attorney General Ken Paxton's impeachment trial is eyeing a conclusion when we could see the deliberations begin.
Live from KSAT12, the news at noon starts right now.
More than 2 decades ago today, Americans across the country woke up to this shocking image. Nearly 3,000 people killed when hijacked planes crashed at New York's World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and in rural Pennsylvania.
Today, people gathering at memorials, firehouses, city halls, campuses, everywhere else, observing the 22nd anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. Still, to this day, the deadliest terrorist attack on United States soil.
And what you are about to see is how San Antonio remembers the day. Young and old first responders all putting in paces in honor of those who died on 9/11.
Hundreds taking part this morning in the annual memorial climb at the Tower of Americas. Katrina Weber was there showing us why some participants, they have no actual memories of what happened 22 years ago.
With every step they took, these first responders in full gear also carried a heavy load on their minds. They marked the massive loss of life in the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001.
They're heroes that are here, just showing how hard it worked, how hard it was that day.
Joseph Garcia remembers how those events impacted the entire country and wanted to show his support as crews took on the Tower of the Americas, some bearing the images of the fallen on their chests. They somberly climbed the 65 flights of stairs there twice in honor of their counterparts who died that day.
Because if you weren't involved or somehow you had a tie to 9/11, and this is a way to give back to the community and show that the support.
Although he's retired from the Army, Michael Jones also wanted to take part himself. The day holds bittersweet memories. It's when his daughter was born.
We were out on a training event, and I came back home and rushed my wife to the hospital when she went into labor.
While 9/11 is a day that most of us won't ever forget, it's also a day that some in this crowd are too young to remember. In fact, some weren't even born. The enormity of it all wasn't wasted on this couple, although they've only read about it in history books.
Hits home for everyone.
I mean, it's really just about honoring the people that came before me and just kind of showing respect.
With the ringing of the bell, the climbers signaled their work was done. But the sacrifices others made would not be forgotten. Katrina Weber, KSAT12 News.
22 years ago, this was the destruction left behind at the Pentagon.
And this morning, workers starting the day unfurling this huge American flag over the side of the same building. First Lady Jill Biden laying a wreath at the 9/11 memorial at the Pentagon as well.
Still, about 1,100 victims have yet to be identified.
But back here at home, the Cibolo community took the day to talk to those who have no memory of this tragic day in U.S. history.
So Tiffany Huerta shows us how students at Legacy Traditional Schools, they're too young to remember what exactly happened on this devastating day, but they're now learning and understanding the significance.
It just helps you to remember, all those that were lost on that day.
A powerful and moving event was held at Legacy Traditional School in Cibolo this morning. Students, staff, and community members filled the gym for a 9/11 remembrance ceremony.
We do have our Cibolo Police Department. We have our Cibolo Fire Department, some EMTs. We have parents who are first responders.
Students participated in many ways, from singing to reading poems. Some parents believe it's important to teach students about what happened on September 11th.
History will repeat itself if you don't teach about it. So it's being able to keep our children abreast of what's going on and the things that have happened, so we'll allow them to see where we have come from over these 22 years.
After the ceremony, first responders were invited to breakfast. The principal says they hope to continue to do this event for many years to come.
Being Legacy Traditional Schools, we really take pride in, the flag and our country.
It was a special ceremony some say they won't forget.
it just made my heart glad that they could be able to give back in ways that they really don't even know about. You know, it's just a small token of appreciation to those that have served and those that continue to serve.
Tiffany Huertas, KSAT12 News.
Taking a look outside with live cam. Some of us got some nice rain, and we're hoping we get a little more there, Justin.
Oh, it was so nice Saturday evening when some of that rain came in. It felt great. We would like a little bit more. There are some chances in the forecast. I'll be honest with you. They're not great, but we've got some chances throughout the rest of the week. I start, though, with temperatures. Let me show you what's going on across the country because there is a cold front starting to make its way into Texas. You see the difference. Right now we're at 87 here in San Antonio, 82 in Dallas. North of that front, Amarillo, 68 cloudy with light rain, 75 in Lubbock, 75 in Wichita Falls. So there is a difference here. The question will be, does this front make it all the way down to San Antonio? It'll get close, but it's not going to cool us down like this. We'll see temperatures slightly cooler in the coming days. And with this front around, that's why I think we have some small rain chances in our forecast. 87 right now, feels like 91. 89 in New Braunfels, feels like 94, so we still can't shake this heat. 87 in Kerrville, feels like 90 at this hour. In our forecast today, by 4 o'clock, 98 is our high. We do stay just shy of 100 degrees. 95 at 7 o'clock, 91 at 8 p.m., and 89 at 9 o'clock, eventually into the 80s. And yeah, there are some small rain chances overnight into tomorrow morning. I'll explain why, and we'll take a look at the rain chances throughout the rest of the week coming up here in just a few minutes. Stephen?
Road work expected to continue right here in and around the Alamo City. It's always expected, but we have a lot of work taking shape here on our roadways. Let's go ahead and get you in the know before you have to go. FM 1535, otherwise known as Northwest Military Highway, we have curb and sidewalk installation. This begins Monday, September 11th, and this takes us to the end of the work week, folks, Friday, September 15th. That work starts pretty early, from 7 in the morning, and it lasts pretty late, till 6 in the evening. We have alternating lane closures in both directions from Loop 1604 to Huebner Road. Let's take a drive now. We have another one here for you at State Highway 151 over on the west side of San Antonio. This work begins Tuesday, September 12th, and again takes us to the end of the work week, Friday, September 15th. This work starts a little bit later, 9 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. There will be turnaround closures in both directions at Hunt Lane. All right, another one here, one last one. Loop 1604 North Central. We do have the North Expansion Project. Always have to mention this. Keep this on your radar. Thursday, September 14th until Saturday, September 16th. We will see a closure there along Loop 1604 westbound, that exit ramp to the frontage road and I-10 intersection. You know, that's a lot of information, but we have a full article which breaks down the 1604 North Expansion Project along with other closures in our area. Scan that QR code. Takes you directly to that page. All the information will be at your fingertips. Always good to know before you go, and plan that commute ahead of time.
Given recent police shootings, it may be an overdue meeting of the minds between the county's two biggest law enforcement leaders happening today. San Antonio Police Chief William McManus and Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez, both scheduled to be at a District 4 Public Safety Town Hall. It's scheduled to start at 6 p.m. at St. Rose of Lima Catholic Church on Marbach Road. If you're not able to go, we will be live streaming the event on all of our KSAT platforms.
And Ken Paxton's impeachment trial continues this week. We could see deliberations begin as soon as Thursday. Today, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick opened the 5th day of the trial by saying the jury could start deliberating late Thursday or Friday. Then the House impeachment managers called their 5th witness, Mark Penley. He was a Deputy Attorney General for Criminal Justice, another Ken Paxton whistleblower. He testified that Nate Paul acted as if he was the real boss during a meeting in 2020. The articles of impeachment that Ken Paxton faces centers around the relationship with Paul. Paxton accused of abusing his office to help Paul. We are live streaming the proceedings right now. Just head to KSAT.com. That way you can follow along. All right, what a wild weekend in the world of sports. How about them Cowboys putting on a show on Sunday Night Football? Breaking down both halves later in the show.
People in Morocco are doing what they can to dig past all the rubble, trying to find survivors after a massive earthquake. The latest on the recovery efforts after the break.
Rescue crews continued to work through the night in Morocco after that massive 6.8 magnitude earthquake, the deadliest in Morocco's history.
ABC's Jay O'Brien with the rising death toll and how rescue efforts for many are ending in heartbreak.
Video capturing the terrifying moment a 6.8 magnitude earthquake struck Morocco.
I'm really scared.
People running for their lives. Powerful aftershocks continuing through the weekend. This wedding ceremony in the city of Marrakesh brought to a halt when the massive quake hits. But south of that city, in the remote high Atlas Mountains, communities seeing even more devastation. The death toll rising, roughly 2,500 killed and a similar number injured, according to Moroccan media. The deadliest earthquake in the country in more than 60 years. This man telling ABC's Tom Soufi Burridge.
It was like a very bad dream I like to wake up from, but I cannot find any, situation to wake up.
You can see how raw the grief is here. People are mourning every day in these regions right across this network of the mountains, village after village, home after home, collapsed under the earthquake. And people are now pulling out the bodies of loved ones.
Rebecca Tremblay visiting Marrakesh from Los Angeles.
I thought I'm going to die. This is a really bad earthquake. And then I called my mom and I was thinking, this is the goodbyes. And started crying.
Back here in Washington, President Biden saying the administration is working quickly to make sure American citizens in Morocco are safe. And over the weekend, Secretary of State Antony Blinken saying that the U.S. is standing ready to send any aid to Morocco. But so far, the Moroccan government has not requested any assistance from the U.S. Jay O'Brien, ABC News, Washington.
Back here at home, taking a live look out at the Alamo City. Does that already say 89 degrees out?
That's not bad. We've seen much worse over the summer.
But it's also, we're entering mid-September, Justin. Are we done with the triple digits?
I mean, I would say that we are, but 2023 has been one heck of a year. So I'm not going to say never, but I think that we probably are done with the triple digits. That's the idea anyway. There's none in the extended forecast. The aquifer stays steady. It's a 629.4, still not a good number. And then your pollen count with the rains over the weekend, moles jumped up into the moderate category at 720. What do our rain chances look like the rest of the week? We take a look coming up.
First responders getting a whole lot of love today from SA Live.
Mike and Jen live at historic Market Square, getting ready for the show. So, guys, what's the question of the day?
Well, it's very simple. We want to give that special love and a special shout out to all of those first responders out there, because a lot of us have them that are near and dear to our hearts, right?
Yes, my brother, he's with SAPD, so I want to give him a shout out. My cousin Eric also, and you had a few that you wanted to mention.
My dear friends, Robert and Marcus and Nick are, of course, police officers here in San Antonio, and former police officers. So, yeah, just if you know somebody, or just to give a shout out to all those police officers and firefighters out there. Of course, they had the tower climb earlier today for all the firefighters. So
They trained for such a long time for that too. So we have that QR code there on your screen. If you have a photo you want to share, or just maybe share their name, we'd like to see it.
So your little brother?
My little brother. I still call him that. I still call him that.
You still boss him around?
Yeah, of course. My baby brother. If you're watching, you know.
We've got that and a whole lot more coming up on SA Live.
We got to boss around our little brothers, Jen.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Ursula knows, yes.
All right, Mike, Jen, thank you guys so much. So, talking about the tower climb this morning, Justin, that humidity hit when you reached, I mean, they have to do it twice.
Yeah,
the humidity was thick this morning. It felt pretty warm. It certainly didn't feel like a fall day, right? I mean, we're not officially to fall yet, but you would think by mid-September we'd start to see some changes. Well, let me tell you, it has been so very hot. We still got up to 100 over the weekend. We now have 74 days at 100 or above. The next best number there is back in 2009, where there was only 59. It has been a rough year. And not only that, we had another consecutive amount of 100-degree days that we're hopefully going to end today, August 24th through September 10th. 18 days. That's good enough for third place. And we've had 3 streaks this year that rank in the top 5. I mean, just nothing short of incredible. That's all I can say about this year. It has been something special. But we're hoping for some good changes here. I think today we stay just below that 100-degree mark. 98 is the forecast. 93 Boerne, 96 Canyon Lake, 95 in Bandera, and 99 in Pearsall today. Here's a big picture. And you'll notice there is rain here on the satellite and radar just north of us. So close, yet so far. We've got some good rain up here across parts of Kansas and the Texas Panhandle. A few very light showers trying to work in our direction, but these are pretty much falling apart. So I don't think we're going to see anything from that. What about later today? Well, there is a frontal boundary, as I showed you off the top of the show. It's trying to sink south slowly but surely. Along that front, say around 5 o'clock, we could see some showers and storms up around San Angelo, but nothing here. As we progress into the overnight, midnight, I think we'll start to see a complex of showers and storms develop up here around Midland and San Angelo. It'd be nice if these would hold together, work their way down here, but doesn't look that way. Everything dies down by the time it reaches the hill country. So by tomorrow morning, I think we could see a few showers around Kerrville, maybe Fredericksburg, just not necessarily here in San Antonio. I'll leave a very slight chance in the forecast, but I'm not too hopeful. As the front slides a little bit further south tomorrow afternoon, doesn't show much midday, and then maybe late in the day, a couple of showers could pop up, but nothing significant, nothing widespread. And then the other question, of course, does this front push all the way through? At this point, doesn't look like it. Looks like it may pull up stationary and kind of hang out just to our north. Now, the good news of that, with the front kind of hanging around, it gives us some small rain chances each and every day with some little disturbances rolling through. But they're not big rain chances, and we don't get the big cool down that we hope for. Temperatures will still stay fairly warm. Here's a look at the rain chances. I think 20% Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe a little better shot Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as that front does actually push through at that point, 30%, or at least try to. Here's a look at the weather where you live right now. 87 in San Antonio, feels like 91. So heat indices are in the 90s here on the San Antonio Metro. As you get into the hill country, heat indices are in the mid to upper 80s, but it's still a hot day. And our forecast today, 98 at 4 o'clock, as I said, that'll be our high temperature, 95, 7 p.m. As we get into this evening, probably takes until about 8 or 9 to get us into the 80s. And by midnight, I did add in a very small chance for rain to account for any showers that come down out of central Texas. Extended forecast, we'll go 95 next couple of days, so it's a little bit of a cool down. 97 Thursday, and then by Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right now we're going low to mid-90s. If we can get a little better push of cooler air, perhaps we could bring those temperatures down a little bit. But at this point, that's about the best we can do. At least there are no triple digits in this 7-day forecast, so there's a positive.
You will hear no complaints today about this forecast.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Justin. All right, people had high hopes for the Cowboys, but did anyone expect a shutout against a divisional foe on Sunday Night Football? Plus, speaking of our Texas teams, a new look Texans team, how the rookie quarterback and rookie head coach fared. We're going to break it all down next.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
All right, let the Dallas Cowboys regular season begin. A packed MetLife Stadium, the site of a wild first game taking on the Giants, who, as you can see with the American flag, remembering those we lost on 9/11. The Giants' first drive ending with a field goal attempt, but the boys blocked it, picked up, and look at them go. Is that some room to run? Yes, it is, down the sideline, 58 yards to the house. Later in the quarter, 3rd and 19. Here we go. Saquon Barkley going, getting a quick pass, but no, he is boom, rocked by Trayvon Diggs, fumble grab by Durant Bland, and he'll take it in for another defensive touchdown. So after a Giants pick, Cowboys capping that off, pitch to the new starting running back, Tony Pollard, finding his way in. 26-0 going into halftime. So second half, here we come. And Cowboys picking up right where they left off. Pollard sneaks to the outside, trots in for another touchdown, making it a 33-0 game. Desperation starting to sink in for the Giants, going for it on 4th down, but Daniel Jones, he just can't escape the Cowboys defense. Incomplete. Great defense from one of the newest Cowboys, Stephon Gilmore. That'll lead to another Cowboys long drive, and in the running game, ain't broke, don't fix it. Kevontae Turpin follows his blockers right up into the end zone. Another touchdown. Cowboys, 5th team in the NFL history to open their season with a shutout of 40-plus points on the road. Last team to do that, the Steelers, 1999 at the Browns. See, we do our research here. As the Cowboys would go on to win it, no, look at that, 40-0. If you're a Cowboys fan, this is a great start to the season. And here we go. Next week, Cowboys welcome the Jets and Aaron Rodgers to AT&T Stadium. Aaron and the Jets playing tonight, actually, Monday Night Football, in a little divisional rivalry. First Monday Night Football game of the season. And here's the best part. You can watch the Bills and the Jets right here on KSAT12. All right, C.J. Stroud and D'Amico Ryans officially started yesterday, taking on the Baltimore Ravens. So here we go, into the first quarter, no score until right here. J.K. Dobbins dives from 4 yards out, making it 7-0 Ravens. Houston got a pair of field goals in the second quarter. It was 7-6 Ravens at halftime. Third quarter, Ravens strike again. Justice Hill, great name, caps off a 71-yard drive, 2-yard touchdown. 2-point conversion good. 15-6 Ravens. Next drive, Texans going for it. 4th and 1 near the midfield. They get stuffed. Second time they failed to convert on 4th downs yesterday. And Ravens take over. 5 plays later, Justice Hill scores again 2 yards out, making it 22-6 Baltimore. Here is your final. Ravens win 25-9. Houston starting off 0-1. After the game, C.J. Stroud sharing some of his thoughts about his connections with Nico Collins. We have all that sound. Just head to KSAT12. Next Sunday, an AFC South rivalry. Colts and Texans, 2 rookie quarterbacks at NRG Stadium at high noon. How was your football weekend?
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Did you see the LSU game, baby?
I did. It was brutal.
Yeah, it was a rout.
Congratulations.
Well, and the guy who got hurt for Grambling is going to be okay.
Good. That's
having surgery this morning.
That's all you can ask for. All right. Time now, 12:27, 80 degrees. 90 degrees.
An American caver is closer to freedom after getting stuck hundreds of feet below ground, but the rescue mission is far from over.
And new today at 5, trying to get rid of a fake charge on his PayPal account turned into a nightmare that ended up costing a man tens of thousands of dollars. The scam he fell for that you need to know about today at 5 after Entertainment Tonight.